Hello everybody, back again here for my vlog a day, and today is Thursday, and today's topic I guess on my mind is how much it sucks to get old. So I just got back from dropping my neighbor back off at home. I had to take her out to the doctor's office for another checkup and appointment. She's got a little infection and stuff going. They've got her on a bunch of different medications and that, and just, I don't know, she's talking about how she's having trouble. They got her on a laxative that she can't control anymore. She's making messes all the time in that. And just the sad part of how our bodies break down and start to give up on us is just, I don't know. It's such a terrifying fact. I know as a young child, a lot of people don't give much thought to it. And even up to middle age and that, you don't think too much about it until, especially when it happens to a close family member or something like that. I know a lot of you have probably at some point in your life experienced the loss of a family member, and it's just so much easier when you don't have to see them suffering the whole body breakdown. I kind of am like, I don't know, I guess hopeful that I'll die in a plane crash or a car crash, or I don't know, something goes quick when I still have the ability to take care of myself. Especially it's on my mind right now with the fact that here she is, she's 78 years old I think right now, and she's got two daughters that are still alive. Neither one want anything to do with her to help like take care of her and to help, you know, basically see that she's all right, to help her clean up, to help her cook some meals, do anything like that at all. They're just really not into the whole fact of you know, being assistance to her. So it's one of those things that just kind of really sucks to see that happen to somebody where they, I don't know, they're on their own. Her husband's passed, her son's passed. She don't have any close friends or relatives that are willing to help her out around here. She's got some nieces and that, and a grandson who was around for a while, but once he realized that he couldn't, I guess, charge her credit card every time he went to buy her something, he was taking an additional $20 to $40 out every single time in cash. Also, he took a trip once and ran up, I don't know, a couple $100 in fuel on the trip, all on her card, that clearly wasn't to benefit her in any way. Once he realized that she caught him on that, he almost immediately moved out. And from what she says, I wasn't there, was screaming, cussing, yelling at her, calling her horrible names, using the F word a lot, all that stuff. So it's just one of those things that nobody should have to go through that. You know, the whole time he lived there for free, never paid rent, didn't do crap, never took her to the doctor's office, none of that kind of stuff. You know, he went and did her grocery shopping because he could basically collect $20 every single time. And when they asked when she used a credit card, do you want cash back? He said yes. So that's the only reason he was even doing that, we believe. So he just, I don't know. It's really sad to see people in that, you know, fallen state. She mentioned today she felt like she was 150 years old. It was one of her worst physical days I've seen her in a really, really long time. The laxatives are keeping her up all night. She's not able to sleep. She's not getting good rest. It's just an absolute mess. I don't know. It's just, I try not to think about it, but I don't have any kids. Never wanted them. Falls in that whole world of selfishness, I guess. So I see her not having anybody around to help her out, and I'm there to help out when I can, but I'm not getting all up in that business. You know, it's one of those things where if she needs help, you know, getting to the store, getting the groceries, getting the doctor, all that kind of stuff, I'm all for that. If she needs, you know, like the other day I came over to the house and she'd actually slipped and she'd fallen down and stuff, probably 3 weeks ago, and I went and helped her back up and that, but I kind of draw a line at that level. I'm not willing to go in there, and I'm never going to help her, you know, have a bath, and we're going to help her clean up when she, you know, if she has a mess on herself, that kind of stuff. It's not a relative. It's not something I'm willing to do. Don't know if I'd be willing to do that for my wife. Not certain. I sure as hell won't do it for a neighbor. So it's one of those things that just, I don't know. It's really got me, as you can tell, I'm kind of rambling back and forth. Just the whole, I don't know, seeing the sheer desperation in her face and that, and just the thought of not having assistance. I mean, I think about where she'd be if I didn't, you know, go over and help her out. My wife does a few things here and there also, but if she didn't have me as a neighbor willing to help her out, this woman would be in a nursing home for sure. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's just one of those things that just, I don't know. It's completely horrible to see that virtual strangers, which is what we are willing to help out and, come to the aid and benefit of a stranger over her own children. So makes you kind of look back and wonder how screwed up the childhood was in that. But either way, you kind of have to suck it up at some point and just, I don't know, just deal with it. Your mother, help her out and stop causing her problems. Which at least they've been doing that. Her daughters haven't spoke to her in, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 months now, and she's actually saying how much more relieved she is. But she does have a lot of the stress of her grandson who lived with her is basically AWOL. Nobody knows where he's at. He supposedly hasn't talked to his mother. He hasn't contacted his grandmother, nothing. So they don't know if he's alive or dead. And every single day when we have a really cold snap, every time I talk to her the next day, she's like crying all night. She's bawling during the day and can't even talk about it because it makes her so sad. Not sure if he's even somewhere warm. Doesn't know if he's, somewhere safe, if he has food, if he has heat, any of that kind of stuff. So I told her I can't imagine he's that dumb that he wouldn't be willing to at least come back to her place if he was somewhere there wasn't heat and, food. But she says he might be that dumb because I guess he slept in the car before when it was freezing cold and different things like that. So anyway, that's all I know for right now. So hope you guys have yourself a safe and wonderful day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.